And we're doing another hero highlight. Looking at Malfurion now, from the Warcraft franchise, the Archdruid. Malfurion Stormrage is the greatest druid on Azeroth, and a student of the demigod Cenarius. Communing with nature and Cenarius through the Emerald Dream, Malfurion protects the wilds from both demonic influences and the savage horde. He has got massive antlers, eagle wings, and of course an awesome staff with a crescent moon in the middle. His starting abilities are Regrow, it heals an ally or self over time, Moonfire, which reveals and damages enemies in an area, Entangling Roots, which roots and damages enemies in an area. His combat trait, Activate to increase an ally's mana regeneration. So that's the first active combat trait I've seen. Tranquility is one of his heroic abilities, heals all allies in a large radius over time. Twilight Dream silences and slows all nearby enemies, dealing light damage. He's got two skins. Nice little red skin there, and also a slightly brighter skin on his Archdruid form. And in his Storm Mantle form, where he has slightly smaller antlers and a bit more fur going for him, he's got an orange, a green, and a red form. Not too much changes there. Talents, he's got the Path of the Wizard. Your hero gains an extra 5 mana and 0.2 mana regen for every level gained. Moonburn improves his W, so damage against minions, mercs and structures is increased by 30%. Harmony, each pulse of healing on minions or mercs returns 10 mana to Malfurion, up to a maximum of 50. Healing Ward, place on the ground to heal allies in an area for 2% of their max health every 10 seconds. Vengeful Roots, using Entangling Roots also summons a Treant. The damage deals 20 damage and lasts for 12 seconds. Shandu's Clarity is a trait. Innovate's cooldown is 10 seconds faster and grants mana twice as fast. Versatile is a trait too. Innovate also increases the target's attack speed by 10% and its duration. This also allows you to cast it on non-mana users. Shield Ally, Protective Shield on ally for 300 damage. Battle Momentum, basic attacks reduce your ability cooldowns by 0.5 seconds. Enduring Grow, his Q, increases the duration of regrowth by 6 seconds. Alun's Grace increases the range of regrowth, Moonfire and Entangling Roots by 2. And Cooldown Mule repairs target structures, granting it health and ammo over 30 seconds. Malfurion from the Warcraft universe can cool down a mule from the Starcraft universe. That's pretty cool. Tranquility and of course Twilight Dream are his ultimates. Full Moonfire increases area of effect by 50% and reduces mana cost by 10. Life Seed, casting regrowth on a target with full health will delay the healing over time effect until they have taken damage. That's pretty cool. Shrink Ray reduces an enemy hero's damage by 50% and movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. And Ice Block, activate to put yourself in stasis and gain invulnerability for 3 seconds. At level 16, Lunar Shower uses Moonfires, reduces the cooldown of your next Moonfire. Using Moonfire reduces the cooldown of your next Moonfire by 0.5 seconds, stacking up to 3 times, lasts for 8 seconds. Hindering Moonfire, Moonfire slows targets by 20% for 2 seconds. Rewind, activate to reduce the cooldowns of your basic abilities by 10 seconds. Bolt of the Storm teleports you anywhere on the map. Storm Shield gives you and nearby allied heroes a 20% of max health shield for 3 seconds. Serenity increases the healing amount by 25% of your tranquility and grants 5 mana per second. Nightmare, afflicted enemies are slowed by 50% and their duration increased to 4 seconds. That's part of Twilight Dream, which is dealing 100 damage in a large AoE. Targets are silenced for 3 seconds. So let's see how Malfurion does play in game, whether or not he seems to be pretty strong. I believe he's a support class. We'll start off with Tranquility and see how he looks there. Running through, we can see him on his mount as he goes through one of the gates. And let's take a look at his first ability. So Regrowth can be cast on myself. Gives me a nice little buff and makes his staff glow. Moonfire can be cast anywhere. So Moonfire does 130 damage to enemies within target areas and reveals them for 2 seconds. So that can be used against cloaked units. Entangling Roots also summons a Treant if you've got them in time, which is always good times. And then Tranquility heals 130 health per second to nearby enemies. And you can actually move while that's still active, so that's quite important as well. So let's quickly reset Heroic ability up to Twilight Dream, and we'll see how that works as well, and then we'll spawn a couple of minions to see what happens. So Twilight Dream, after a short delay, deals 460 damage in a large area surrounding Malfurion. Enemies hit are silenced for 3 seconds. So that looks pretty cool. Let's clear cooldowns, get some minions going, and we'll see how Malfurion works. There's actually 2 Malfurions, because in the trial map it looks like Malfurion is also your assistant. So you can start with some nice Moonfire, see how that gets going, deals a decent amount of damage. I can start spamming that up. I can also start getting my Qs going, just to heal everyone, grab that regeneration ward. Also go for a little bit of Entangling Roots quickly. Will trap Arthas in position. I can go for my ultimate quickly. Keep hitting him with a couple more Moonfires. Hopefully maybe even get him with some Roots, which would be quite good. And we can secure up the kill. So that was Malfurion. If we zoom in on him, we can see that he's got quite a cool model in-game as well. I don't know if he does have a dance. Some heroes do, and it looks like Malfurion does as well. Hops around on one leg. All very cool times. And of course, a close look up of him on his mount. Looking pretty cool. So that was Malfurion. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you like the video, leave a cool comment about him, and subscribe and watch all the other hero highlights. If you're on stream, stay tuned.